as we promised, the break was going to be super, super long. I'm gonna invite for once again with me Ghost Eye. We're going straight into Pix and Ban phase.
Why hello there, once again, as we see straight up Kassadin straight off the and Zin. As you said before, maybe I should start trying to, play with solo queue. Maybe there's some secret thing that I haven't learned about yet.
It does get me interested to see what he can actually do, and the knives out of the way. I mean, he didn't do that well at the previous game, but he still was a threat, so better get him out of the way so there's no doubts whether he's gonna do good or bad, or whether they're gonna have to spend resources into getting him behind.
Oh yeah, like you don't have to try and counter pick him and try, push out the lane and try get your jungler to sit around. So it's going to be interesting, like I said previously, to see which jungler they're going to try focus and get. You want somebody who's got this, big crowd control or something that can make these ganks happen. As you see, Kallista's also going to be knocked off right there, along with Rakan and Israel.
And now we're going to see the Azir. We're going to see the Azir for once again, who had problems against the Kassadin, but now the Kassadin is banned.
Echo?
Maybe he can go for it?
We could actually probably see him, try to do what he did while attempting to do against the Kassadin.
That could very well be jungle as well. You never know. You never know what little Naga is going to pull out of his pocket in the jungle, so I'm very interested to see.
Here comes the Karma.
So they're not opting for the Lulu anymore. They're saying, maybe we should go with the Karma this time. It did very well last game, and we did very well on it when we played, so why not? Jarvan again for THR, who did amazingly well in controlling the full map and ganking everywhere. He had presence everywhere on the map. I think it was one of the picks who basically won them the game. And now they're just going to trade Karma and Lulu.
Oh yeah, I would have actually banned him, to be honest, the way he played Jarvan. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to see that in the hands of anybody. But now you're looking at the Lulu pick, Azir, Jarvan. I'm wondering if we're going to start to see... We've already seen a pattern now coming in with this Lulu almost every game. Fiora now.
Fiora again. Ooh. Well, we are used to Black Panthers playing full aggression, and so far Karma, Echo, Fiora, that is full aggression for me.
A silent death.
How about Kennen?
Well, since they do pick the Fiora, that Kennen is a big problem for the Fiora in the top lane. So whilst THR has not picked the top lane, why not go ahead and get it out of the way, since it is a little bit tricky to play against him.
Right.
On the other hand, they don't want to play again against that Caitlyn, even though they did cut her out quite a few times.
We're going to see that both top laners from last game are gone now, so Na's gone and Jace.
And they're like, no thank you, exactly. We're not playing against that Jace ever again. At least for today.
No, for today. Yes.
Let's see what the last ban will be from the side of THR. They're taking the time with it, and it's going to be Rengar.
Didn't sneak through this time.
Kha'Zix is still up, and he has had a lot of success on the Kha'Zix for Black Panthers. They're gonna go for the Varus this time. They're gonna swap the roles completely. Karma Varus on THR. Last game we have Karma Varus this time on Black Panthers. Are we going to see the Lucian?
Hovering over that.
Are they teasing me again, or are we actually going to see the Lucian?
I think we might actually see the Lucian.
I'm holding my breath right now. And it is indeed ADC Lucian, which in my opinion is very strong against Varus to be able to get away of all these annoying skill shots he has.
Well, we're going to see this, the standard Cho'Gath pick.
It could be. It could be. They might want to play a little bit more safe, and they will do. Although, if you do give the upper hand to Fiora early game, Cho'Gath cannot really do much. So we will see with what jungler they opt to go with. Or is that Echo jungle? This last pick will solve the mystery.
The mystery will be answered in 7 seconds.
It's going to be Kha'Zix again. It's the champion he has had the most success with, and that's what he's going to go for.
Oh, extremely. Like you're going to see that's the same aggressive style. That's going to be the pace that they've already established after the past two games in this series. It's already like, oh well, we both can play these aggressive jungles, and now they have the kind of safe pick on Jarvan. They got the nice CC on him. They got his ultimate. They can start making the picks. But early game, Kha'Zix can be quite a beast. We've seen him, picked up quite often from a few teams, and also extremely painful to counter jungle against.
Well, we'll see how it's gonna go this time. Like we've said before, we've seen his Kha'Zix spending most of his time in the enemy jungle. And let's see if this time he's gonna do it against that Jarvan that was pretty much everywhere last game, and he was very confident on it. Again, we see both the supports with the Ignite, and slowly but surely we're gonna get into the game. But what do you think? What are we going to see? This is the last game of the day, but don't you worry, there are going to be more open qualifiers, with our next one being tomorrow. Don't forget to type in the chat !qualifiers to see where you can join and play and claim the 5,000 prize pool that we have. So what do you think we're going to see this game? Are we going to see the same type of aggression from both sides?
We're going to see a chaotic mess of jungle invades. I'm just going to say this, like the amount of pressure that we've seen on the top lane early on with, either the Jarvan or the Kha'Zix just going into each other's jungles, trying to get these first bloods. But at the moment, we've seen pre 5 minutes, we've seen a lot of kills on the board. So the question is, are they going to stick to that? Are they going to try to change it up this time? Are they going to try, play properly for the late game, whereas they play pretty defensively, or are they just going to go, the usual fiesta of let's go, let's just do whatever we can in the early game, and whatever happens late game happens late game. So I don't know. It could go either way. As we said, this is a 1-1 series, so who knows exactly what we're going to see. Jarvan was a crucial pick, and now you've also got the Kha'Zix crucial pick. Varus is strong. Fiora also had a good impact, but now the Echo coming into this. What do you think about that?
This could be easy dives. The Echo can provide a lot of easy dives without having to specifically die because of his ultimate, and they do
His reset
have the
button.
Kha'Zix, exactly, and they do have the Kha'Zix as well. I think it's easy to even dive the Cho'Gath. In this situation, they do have the Kha'Zix, who is very good at diving, and now with the help of the Echo, and then you have a Fiora in the top lane which can pressure the Cho'Gath so much. I think that Black Panthers here do have the upper hand if they do push early game. I really want to see how this Lucian is going to do in the bot lane.
Well,
I'm very, very interested to see that. So I'm just holding on to that, because if the Lucian goes crazy, pretty much the whole team of Black Panthers are squishies. So the Lucian is going to be able to put down so much damage, and who is going to stop him?
And you also have the Cho'Gath in that team, so he's also going to be chunking, the squishies very late on. So the question comes in: full tank Cho'Gath. This is the first time we're actually going to be seeing, the tank, full tank top lane, or do you think it's going to be the usual with the new runes? Let's go, early AP and try get, at least a few kills earlier on, because AP Cho'Gath with the new runes. A lot of sustain, a lot of damage, so it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to, fare against this Fiora, who is quite strong, let's just say that, in the current meta.
She is very strong along with other assassins, and Echo is right there in that little basket of assassins as well, so we cannot count him out. We might see that he will put a lot of pressure on the Azir, or we might see the opposite. We might see the Azir putting pressure on the Echo, because we have said before again and again that a melee champion really, really suffers to the Azir early game, and Echo is one of them. And until he has his ultimate, so he can stay safe into his lane or even dive his prospective mid laner, then we might have an issue in the mid lane.
Like you see, Kassadin was able to walk around, at least use his Rift Walk to get out of some situations against Azir. But now you don't really have that as Echo. You don't have the most, easy abilities to try and get away from an Azir who's going to just punish you every time you try and take farm, especially in the 1 to 3 levels of this early game. So I think that's where we're going to actually see, Jarvan hanging around mid lane to try and just secure kills in this mid lane, or we're going to see how it's all going to play out now in a few seconds.
I agree with you 100%. I cannot wait to see how this will go. We are one game away from seeing who is going to take the first ticket, and I can wait to see who that's going to be. So,
Well, what a day it's been already. So you got the usual greeted by the freezers, just saying hello. I think that's just riots, smiling at us.
ooh, we have a Knight's Summoner's Rift. There we go. Now it's light again.
I also got a Dark Summoner's Rift at the moment. Over there. You see the usual standard they've been doing this time is just having a very spread out, but now this time you actually see, look, the ward place there spots 3 of them, so what are they going to do really here? There's a bit of damage, onto the Kazakhs.
Kazakhs is going a little bit too far for comfort right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's going to even back this time, which I'd have to say is the right call this early on, so pretty standard start, I'd have to say. We've seen this before, the usual, oh, there's a bit of damage, let's go back to lane, except we didn't see first blood, so who knows how this is actually going to go out. It's quite safe. You see Echo's just hiding in the bush there, and Kazakhs should be able to, just get a little bit of help from, oh, here comes, look at the bot lane right now. He's going to walk into this, there goes all the gold, is going to be forced to flash. That's him out of this early start right now.
And not only that, he's going to have to back off and miss a lot of experience out of the first wave.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Especially against the Lucian, the Lucian lane. That's going to be extremely punishing right there. See Cho'Gath just helping Jarvan in the top lane, and Fiora helping Kha'Zix in the top. So it's a pretty standard mirror image going on right now.
That does help Black Panthers a little bit more, because they had that sneaky little ward into the blue buff that Kha'Zix took all this punish for at the start of this game. So maybe it helps them figure out how fast and where Jarvan will be at any point of the game. So let's see how they're going to use that information and prepare for a potential gank.
I see, like, already Azir is punishing Echo quite a bit, and now there isn't too much of an XP experience just yet, but you see, I'm assuming the moment they hit level 2, they're going to try and make an engage bot lane, because they're so far ahead after that first initial, poke onto him at the back. So, you see, they're just going to give up, walk by their tower, just wait for the lane to push out. And at the top lane, it's also pretty much the same story, but in mid lane, you see, Jarvan's already around there, and so is Kha'Zix, so this timing's working out. They're going to probably have a fight over the Scuttle Crab. As you see, here comes Echo trying to make a play. He's going to have to flash. Jarvan's going to try and get out of this. He wants to protect his buffs. The last thing you want to do is give over a double buff to an Echo mid right now.
So we're just going to take the flash out of the Jarvan, but I think that is good enough for BP at this point, because the Jarvan not having the flash, it means he's not that dangerous with the flag and drag, and that's okay for them early game. If they can take this sort of punish away from the Jarvan, they will do it at any point very gladly. He's just gonna go to the top river and take the Scuttle Crab there. He's gonna leave the bottom one to the Kazi. He's gonna be fine. Took my flash, I'll take the other one.
Oh, exactly. Look in the mid lane right now. As you see, Kha'Zix also making himself known right now, being like, hey, I'm also here on the map. Jarvan's also buys blue, so this could turn out to be a bit of a scramble.
Beautiful EQ combo right there by the Azir, but the Jarvan is coming. He does have flash and heal. Is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna flash through the wall. There was no other way. The Fiora was coming. That would have been a sure death from him. But the Kha'Zix is sticking around.
Question is, are they going to capitalize on this? There we go. See, this Jarvan's going to jump in now. And honestly, that's just him going to try to get away. He's going to pop the plant and just try... Yeah, he's going to get away with that. So that's quite risky for him without knowing too much about where the enemy jungler is or what. But you see, look at the bot lane. Look how pushed in this lane is and how much farm is being denied by that tower.
Exactly. And let me fix the lanes a little bit right here so that people can see a little bit better the respective lanes. We are pretty much even all around the map, like even the junglers.
But look at the mid lane. Look at that damage.
We are dead even everywhere. Even the gold is dead even. I cannot wait for FI to burst. Right here, oh my god, the fight burst and Lucian bursted with it. Lucian is down, didn't even get to press heal. I'm not sure.
He got bursted down and with with like 2 seconds, so there was not much he could really do there. He could have healed and tried to get out of that, but it all happened way too fast in the bot lane. And you see he's low HP sticking around, and just respectfully he should recall now. Karma is just going to try push out the lane. Lulu was trying to freeze it, but didn't work out in the end. But you see this Echo in the mid lane is actually punishing Azir quite a bit, especially he's 1 level ahead right now. So far it's pretty even all over the board. As you can see, the gold lead is kind of, they have got 1 kill, they've got first blood in their favor, but it's not really going in anybody's favor right now. And it's already 5 minutes in. I think this is like the least action we've seen so far in one of these games.
Exactly,
Not so
exactly.
aggressive.
That's why I was saying I can't wait until this game actually breaks completely open and we see crazy amounts of action everywhere, because there is that element of action when you have a Kha'Zix and a Javan in the jungle. So
Speaking of Kha'Zix, he's
Kha'Zix,
just going to get
I
away.
would have liked to see him pay a little bit more attention to the Fiora, but then he doesn't really want to leave that Mountain Drake very unprotected by being in the top lane.
Here comes the Flash in the bot lane, trying to, catch out Lulu in the back, who's just going to speed up and get away. And here comes Lucian doing a bit of damage on there, although it's 1v2 because he's not really doing too much. Lulu's just standing by like, hi, please don't do this. And you see Echo in the mid bursting down his ear, doing a lot of damage right there. Although not finding the kill, but definitely punishing Azir. Did not expect it to go that way right now.
He is diveable right now. That Azir is diveable. He has no heal, he has no flash. Echo does have his ultimate in his back pocket, and let's see here if he is going to actually attempt a dive. He's not
The
going
question
yet.
is, he's
He is
going low
going...
himself right now. He's getting punished. This Azir is like, oh, well, I can also return some damage, Fiora's just going to try back, but no, actually cancels it and just sees Cho'Gath. You see, that's how much punishment there is right now with the Fiora. Is the moment Fiora walks back to lane, but meanwhile on bottom, you can see Karma has now managed to root down Lulu. And here comes the Varus. He's going to flash, and that's going to be another kill going right over there to the Varus. So that's just, a little bit of no respect right there, not playing a little bit aware of your surroundings, and then just, Karma is painful. Karma hurts.
So we are going into a little bit of a slower paced game right here, but it is to be expected when both these teams want so badly to take the first ticket to take one of the 4 spots that we're gonna give to 4 winners of each and every one of our open qualifiers, and they just both want this one. They don't want to have to try again, they just want to get it over with right here and right now. So a more methodical strategic game, I think, is what both of these teams need. We saw a lot of mistakes in game 1 and a lot of mistakes in game 2 by both of these teams, so I think it was time to slow it a little bit down.
Yeah, no, exactly. It went from being this, let's play aggressive, if we make a mistake, we can kind of go with it, or catching somebody off guard and that, but it's gone from that all the way to, okay guys, let's actually just play out our lane phases, Let's try not make stupid mistakes, because both teams now are, they're equipped to punish it. As we saw already in bot lane, they punished it twice now. And you see Echo now just getting punished for taking a bit of a dive at him. So Cho'Gath in the top lane, not doing too much against this Fiora. It's a bit of a, I'd have to say this whole game right now is so even at the point. Even though they have 2 kills and a bit of a gold lead, it's quite even. It can turn at any minute now.
I think the 2k that is there, 1.5 2k that is there in the gold lead, is sitting on the Varus right now. He is pretty much around 15 CS ahead, and he has the first blood and another kill under his belt. I'm sorry, not the first blood. Karma has the first blood, but he does have a kill and an assist under his belt. So I think that the gold lead is sitting on him currently, but who is sitting in the bot lane is also Javan, and Echo is
here comes
following.
the ultimate right now. Although here comes Echo roaming now. This is a flat fight all over the place, although they do manage to pick up 1. Now the question is, can he get away? He shouldn't be able to, and there goes the even trade right there, 1-for-1 trade. And now, are you going to push for this objective? You have got Kha'Zix sitting out in the tri bush. They could try and push for a tower while, Jarvan and Lulu are forced to, go back quite a bit because they want to prevent this dive. So here comes the teleport to try and save the tower. The question is, how are they going to respond to this? There goes the teleport is burnt, and they're just going to walk away.
How are they going to save the top tower by doing that? The answer to that is, are they going to rotate their bot lane? No. they're going to decide otherwise. They were going to the top lane, but they're going to decide otherwise and send their bot lane to the bot side again. Very beautiful Cataclysm right there by the Javan to save literally the Lucian from the echo that was coming. And the Lucian managed in between two people to grab that kill onto the Varus in the end.
No, definitely. And Fiora actually didn't punish them for that. Surprisingly, I think she just took the safe route and go, okay, I'm going to get some farm, going to maybe push it under tower and then going to leave. But you see in the mid lane, look at this damage onto Cho'Gath right now. Echo, full HP, got a bit of a wave with him, and Cho'Gath sticking around. Kha'Zix is on his way, so they could be looking for a dub, but they have spotted out Jarvan right here, and it's just going to be the jungler, doing a bit of damage to each other and going, oh, well, we don't want to be here right now. So Echo's going to continue to do a bit of damage onto Cho'Gath. Not too much happening. Varus is, ahead of his support, although, Karma with his speed up and the shields, it's not too risky of a play. But there's, like you said before, there's not too many mistakes to really punish. They're playing it safely at this time.
Let's see if there's going to be any contest for that Mountain Drake, because I think now that both the teams are playing very methodically, they do want that Mountain Drake under their team. Kha'Zix is basically waiting around for that ward to be disappeared. The Varus ultimate is going to go down.
The Varus ultimate there goes the
Lulu's
Lulu
gonna
ultimate
get
now.
popped.
He's going to
No.
be the dive now, but he's going to fall in the end to Lucian. Lucian now getting a bit of a head. He can almost take down the Varus as he's now not really set up to chase them. And here comes the Karma just throwing out a Q just to do a bit of damaging them to back away. But that was a perfect trade. That's
That was
how you
so
want to do it.
miscalculated by the side of Black Panthers. They did not respect the utility and the health of the
So I'm
ultimate
not respecting
gives to
utility.
Lulu. Exactly. They did not respect the amount of time that Lulu would stay alive, that Kha'Zix dives in, and there's not much hope because the Varus could get nowhere near to finish up this Lulu because the Lucian was in his face and almost killed him. Very well coordinated for once again by THR, and the best part is that this Azir has not yet died to the Echo, so he's very happy about this and he will continue farming for these late game fights.
And now moving it around the top lane, it's also very even. So you want to start looking, these teams are very much even. The gold leaders, kind of caught all the way back up. It's almost dead even if they can find one more kill. Azir is just, running around the mid lane doing a lot of damage. Cho'Gath pushed under tower, lone mana, is just going to try to defend this. But you see Echo managed to call. He's going to flash over that wall, not able to land. They are going to, get a summoners for that, so not too much
He's so thirsty, the Echo. He's just so thirsty to get some kills into his pocket, and he just can't. He's trying to get this Azir for so many minutes now, and he just can't get to it.
And you see now they kind of are setting up, they're removing vision, so surely one of the team is going to try and make a play around Drake, let alone the Baron play that's going to come in later on, potentially. They're going to set up, this almost late game push by Dragon. We haven't seen too much, as you see in the top lane. Look how much damage Fiora just took straight now from this Cho'Gath, who's now still under turret, and Echo desperately looking to try and pick up something. You have to try and find something when both teams are this even going into this. You got to try and make something happen, and it's not going to work. If you see bot lane is still 2v2, we haven't seen any swaps, we haven't seen, there's no turrets going down, and it's already 13 minutes into this.
We're not going to see really many swaps, but I'm just surprised by the fact that the score is just 2-3, and where we thought that Lucian was not doing as much damage as Varus, this role has actually been reversed, and we see Lucian doing much more damage than Varus right now, although look at where Naga is for once again. He is in the jungle of THR, and he is taking the red buff.
Why not?
The Echo and the Kha'Zix are coming down there. The wave is with them. Polymorph coming down on the Kha'Zix.
But you see Karma's now actually managed to root Lucian, and there comes the Lulu ultimate out there. But Kha'Zix is going to fall, so it is going to be 1-for-1. They are going for more of this. Echo is just doing a lot of damage. It is going to get the ultimate out of it. But here comes Jarvan, gets one of them caught. Echo should be going down. Echo goes down. This is a bit of a dirty fight now, as you see Azir is trying to stay alive now, but they are turning it around. Azir got a little bit of damage with them. Jarvan just on the front lines. So I'd have to say this is, as much as it was going in one of the favors, it's now even once again. So
it is 2-4-2. They lost ADC and support for jungler and support on the side of Black Panthers. That dragon has not gone
What?
down, but what is going to go down really soon is the top lane tower or the bot lane tower if Fiora kills Azir right here.
You see Echo teleporting to top. He's doing a lot of damage onto Cho'Gath, but now he's just going to take the farm. Now you see all these teams, how much they're actually putting in to defend these towers. They don't want any of them to fall. They don't want one team to get a slight tiny advantage. You see they've spotted the ward out in mid. And so surely now they're going to be start preparing to take on this dragon. Now you see Kha'Zix just hanging around here, takes his blue for first time he's in his own jungle. So that's something.
We see a lot of methodical game, like you said. They don't want to lose any towers at any point. We are seeing a very extended laning phase at this point, where we broke the laning phase at like 9 minutes in previous games.
Oh yeah, especially you see Karma almost landing something. Here comes
Echo's
Echo.
coming
Look at
in.
the assassin damage. Lulu ultimate is popped. They can go for this. They are going to take it. Here comes the Lucian ultimate just to try clear the way,
This is
and that
not
is
gonna survive
the
this
clean
time.
entry they're looking for it.
She survived way too many other towers, but not this time.
But here comes the job, and he could look to make a play, but
There's no TPs. That would
it's
be a
not
2v4.
really. Yeah. But while they're
So,
doing that, you see
here
Cho'Gath
goes
in
the
the top
first tower.
lane. They're going to try to return it. There we go. 1 for 1. Talk about even game.
1 for 1, but the mid lane tower is much more important for Black Panthers.
no,
it
definitely.
literally opens the game completely, because losing the mid lane, you lose a lot of vision around your game and around how you want to play your strategies. That dragon is going to be probably the focus for THR right now, as they have already started it. But Black Panthers do not want to leave it without a
And
fight.
they're
They're
gonna
going to catch Lulu
catch
on the
out
side. It's
Lulu
going to
and just-
disappear.
Talk
Oh
about
my
deleting a
God.
champion. That's how you do it. As you see, the dragon is going to go down. How are they going to be able to get out now? You see Lucian is stuck around the corner, and there he comes, goes over the wall. Lucian is going to fall. So in the end, it's once again, it's just one of these battles being caught off of position seems to be one of the only things that are landing kills in the favor. Now you see the top lane. Look at this. The tower is still full HP for Cho'Gath. It's barely been chunked. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, they should be able to easily take this. Azir should be getting out of here before they start making
Oh.
a dub. Look at Kha'Zix's HP right here.
That was
Should
so
be jumping
close.
to safety.
That was way too close for comfort right there. He wanted the tower, he almost lost his life. I'm pretty sure his teammates would have done a great job at taking the tower even without him. That was way, way too close for comfort.
Risky. That's like something you'd want to punish. But you see, look where Jarvan is. He was always on the top side, around the mid side, so he couldn't really do too much right there.
No,
As
he
you saw,
was all
pause
alone.
comes out.
Exactly, and let's have a look at where the gold stands right now. We have 3k difference between THR and BP. The 3k more sitting in the pockets of BP right now. 2 for 1 towers. Most of the gold for BP is sitting exactly where it should be, sitting on their mid lane assassin and on their ADC. And on the other side, respectively, we have 1 kill on the Azir and 3 on the Lucian. But with the only difference that the Lucian has 4 deaths on him as well, which means we have seen him engage so many times. We have seen this comp played by Wolf and Bang in Korea so many times. The Lucian Lulu in previous seasons
it's a
when it was
painful
meta, and we don't see it working as much when you use like your Lucian as your engager here. I mean, not to say that this guy is not Bang, but we have seen it work better. That's all I'm saying. Maybe with a little bit more coordination, it can work to use your Lucian in the front line, but it's so dangerous when you have that Varus ultimate that can lock him in place, and then Kha'Zix and Fiora and Echo can jump right into him. Let's see what they
that
come up
ultimate
with.
has gotten him quite a few kills. We've seen, like, as much as many of the other ADCs do have their ultimates, most of these are actually execution ultimates. And now Varus is one of the few who actually, if he's able to land it onto somebody or in a team fight, he makes a lot of use of it. And not to mention, the main key right now for him is trying not to die in a team fight, to try actually stay there and try and out-damage the Lucian. But the way it's going, it's not in his favor at all.
So the Azir has been playing very surprisingly safe against the Echo and is able to return the panics when he has to. But look right now what's happening. The Lulu and the Lucian are coming down on the Echo.
Oh no, definitely. This is positioning right here. If they want to take a fight, this should be the one to try and get the Zia ahead. As you see, I think Echo's noticed his fate now as he kind of sees everything. The question is he going to
He's
bother popping
flashing
his
away,
ultimate?
he's
Yes, he
dashing
does.
away, he's ulting away, and he is already out. Or is he? Oh, the
Polymorph
Azir is gonna
ignited.
get him at the end, right above the red buff. But on the other side, Black Panthers have started the Herald, and they're actually going to take it right now.
You see, they
The,
didn't
the
even try
rest
and
of the THR
contest
are
that.
closing in. The rest of the THR are closing in, and the Cho'Gath is gonna flash away right as the Varus ultimate is coming out. Lucky for him, he flashed way before that.
That was if he didn't. The question is like some people try and save their spells, and if he didn't right there, that would have been an easy picking right now. But you look in the mid, look how much they're pressuring this mid tower right now. Just going like, well, we saw you guys up there. It'll take you a while to rotate. Let's get this objective, and now all you can do is fall back. Let's fall back, get some more vision in the river, and let's just wait it out and see what's happening. Because Lucian is extremely low. You don't want him to stick around right now because once you lose him, you lose a lot of your damage right now. Since if you just look at how much 148 farm, 3 kills, 4 deaths. So he's kind of at the point where if he dies again, he's going to be way behind the Varus. Even though the Varus hasn't had the most, impactful kills compared to Lucian.
I just haven't seen the impact that Fiora can give into this game. I'm kind of skeptical about how the Fiora has been chilling back and farming, but then the Cho'Gath just seems much more strong at this point. Like, I
Oh,
would have
you've now got
liked
a
a little
tank.
bit more attention to the Fiora before the Cho'Gath gets to this point where you're like, oh my god, how do we kill this person? And you have so many squishes in your team that whoever he chooses to feast, that person will die. All he has
Exactly,
to
and
do is press
that's
his righteous glory and get close to him. And right now, he has Thornmail in his pocket, which means maybe he can beat Fiora 1v1 in the split push.
like that's the thing. Cho'Gath doesn't have any kills. Okay, he's a little bit behind in farm, not too much from Fiora, but Fiora only has 1 assist, and now as a Fiora, you're behind at this stage. You want to in that early game, you want to be able to punish everybody. But now look how much HP Cho'Gath has. Fiora is going to be dueling this, but the question is, can she out damage however much health the Cho'Gath has? Meanwhile, in the middle, you see the teleporting coming out now as Varus is trying to make his move there. There comes the Lulu ultimate. Not too much going on. Echo is jumping forward. The assassin that we know jumps onto Lucian. Not able to kill him though. So this is a team fight. Azir puts up the turret and not too much is coming from here. Echo is going to find an amazing thing, but Azir is just going to be like, nope, denies him completely, shuts him down. And the question is are they going to get any more out of this?
This Echo has been so hungry to get kills that he somehow finds himself in very difficult and hard situations to get out of. That Cho'Gath was isolated there, and he did more damage on the Kazakhs than he took. That is
They
pretty
could have
impressive right
actually,
now. I think they
they could
have
have
let the
jumped on him.
Cho'Gath go out of hand at this point. Nobody has stopped him. There is 3 people trying to go against the Cho'Gath, but he does have the Lulu on his side, and that's why BP is going to back off of that. I'm actually really scared from the side of BP that they will not have the damage when this Cho'Gath does join the fight to take him down.
Like Fiora does do a lot of damage, but now your Fiora isn't exactly ahead or punishing or has that extreme burst damage that she's known for. And now if she can't get into, you're gonna have to be focusing this Cho'Gath as at least 2 or 3 people to try and blow him up. But if that's not going to work, you see the Rift Herald, old Shelly in the top lane is going to be going for this tower. But look at Varus right there, was caught a little bit off, but is going to back off. He's just chunking slowly this Cho'Gath. Tower's going to go down, Rift Herald there. But the problem is now there's 4 players just waiting there to try
They
and
got the
respond.
Azir. Kha'Zix's gonna jump in. Azir is gone. Same as Varus though. Num num num. Feast coming out from Cho'Gath.
Here comes
Double
the teleport
kill
though.
for the Kazakhs. And this fight has been turned around. The Echo split pushing bot. It's happening again from BP. I don't know how it happens, but it has happened again.
Where Lucian has to pop his ultimate just to try keep this Rift Herald at bay, who's almost going to fall. But these battles that's going on is just delaying. Look at bot lane, he's still pushing, he's giving the no respect. He says, I know you're all there, I'm just going to continue pushing. And until they respond to that, there goes another tower. And look what he's doing, he's going to continue doing this until somebody's going to try and stop him. And it looks like it's going to be the Cho'Gath.
He will be more than happy to get stopped by the Cho'Gath at this point, because he's like, I took tier 2 tower, I'm just gonna back off anyway. You can clean the wave all you want. Fiora makes sure to push the mid wave as well, and they've all backed to reset. We're most likely going to see the Echo here backing off if he has some money in his pockets to spend, and maybe we will see them turn onto that Mountain Drake. That is at least what the Kazakhs wants. But let's see if they're going to try to stop him. They are going to try to stop him. They do want a second Mountain Drake for themselves, of course. Why not? They are going to
The
send
question
the
is, you got
Fiora
to
in the
deny the
top
vision
lane.
first.
I'm not sure why that Fiora is going in the top lane with the Mountain Drake up. They're feeling like she could be very strong to whoever comes into that lane, since Cho'Gath is in the bot lane. And the Dragon has been started, but there's no one around for BP other than the Karma.
Oh no, and that's like now they see the Fiora and they go, well, okay, well, we have everybody here, and then if they see the Echo, which they won't because the farm's not pushing up, but there goes the Dragon straight away, right there. And you can't contest that. They were just completely out of position. Fiora at the top, Echo was going bottom. Not much you can do. Give it up to them and, you know, not give it any kills in the way. So we have a 4,000 gold lead right now. So the question is, what do you think's going to happen in this, you know, team fight orientated Cho'Gath? Are they going to just burst him down? How do you counter this?
I mean, even when there were 4 members of BP chasing him, he still didn't go down. So
It's going to be a bit of a scary game, I have to say, especially when it gets to, you know, the Baron team fight orientation, where it seems like, see, they're clearing the vision at the top there.
they have 2
Lucian is
members
gonna
in
get
the
caught
bot
out
lane,
right now.
and they started the Baron because 2 of the members without teleport are down there. So even if the Echo dies, they will not care much about it. The Baron is about to fall, and Jarvan will steal the Baron. Cataclysm down. The Cho'Gath is going to die, and the Jarvan, but at what cost? He got in. Feast, Smite, they stole the Baron. That means they're
Way too much
they
cost
are
for that.
able to stall the game a little bit more for themselves. They were 5k down, now they are 4k down, and they can close, hopefully, this gap for their team. The Lucian is still pushing the minion wave in the mid lane with all the Baron up buffs. And the rest of BP are gonna
Look at
opt
the damage
to go
he's
back
doing
also.
onto Echo right now, and he just bursts him down.
He knew that the Echo didn't have ultimate because he banned it on the previous fight where
Oh,
they
yeah.
were chasing him.
You see, look at the shield just going down to the tower there. But now you being a bit greedy, you might want to get out of here, especially when you have, you know, a Karma chasing you.
So let's see if that Baron is actually going to help them stall the game and get it to where they want it. Because right now, with that buff, they can actually close the gap difference in between the 2 teams. They are not lacking that much in towers. There's 5-3, and the gold is starting to close as well. 3k difference right now between the 2 teams. And again, I don't see that Fiora having that impact that we saw the Gnar having in the top lane. There was not much attention paid to the Fiora to get ahead. And right now, that Cho'Gath is just so immovable and unkillable, which I don't know how many people are going to have to put on him so he dies.
Right now, Fiora's job seems to be, please just protect whatever turrets we have left. And she's like, okay, I'm just going to do that. So she is a bit tanky herself, so she might not be out of this. But the question is, she's always pushing a lane. And we haven't really seen her, you know, try and make a play or try something. She sees the Cho'Gath, and here comes the jump onto Varus. This should be him going there. Here goes the flash out of there. They're going to turn this one around and take down Jarvan. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, Fiora is now dueling everything. And then in the mid lane, Echo is going to pop his ultimate off. And now Cho'Gath, you know, he could actually go down to this Fiora. We were speaking about it a bit earlier on. And Fiora does do a lot of damage. But here comes
But
this
here comes the Azir.
assist from Azir. So are they going to be able to chase Fiora down, take it up? Here comes the Kha'Zix. Meanwhile, in mid lane, you're going to see a
Oh
nice
my
double
God,
kill right
that
there for
Lucian.
Lucian. He's going to shut down Kha'Zix as well. There's just a fiesta going on in the bot lane. And as we say, the Cho'Gath now, look at that. Just takes him down. So Cho'Gath, look at his health.
4-for-1.
He lost all of it, and now you're going to see the quick push, the teleport coming in.
That
They
is
want to get an
they're
inhibitor
gonna
off
try
of
to
this.
end. They're gonna try to end this right here. They still have a Baron buff for quite a while on them, and they only have a Karma to defend. This could be the end for BP
The question is,
in
they're
this
trying to end
qualifier.
now with Azir in the bot lane. So they should be able to at least get 2 turrets, or they could even take the game.
One Nexus
As you
tower
can see,
down, second
23
Nexus tower
seconds.
down. They're
There we
turning
go.
into the Nexus tower. Oh my god, not like this. BP saying not like this. Lucian is a skip hitting the Nexus, and this is it. THR are going to get the first ticket to go and face our 4 invited teams for a chance to go to the LAN finals. What a game. Good game well played to THR and BP both. Congratulations, of course, to THR, and for BP, we might see them in the upcoming qualifiers as well. What are your last notes for this game?
Crazy, completely crazy. The way these games have ended have been, they kind of like make a play, something goes wrong, and then they're like, oh wait a minute, the death time is 35-40 seconds, we should probably try in, and then they just find success. And what a turnaround though. These games, the whole series, I have to say, was so close until that pivotal moment, and that's League of Legends. So I'm very happy to see to say he's with all that HP.
We're losing Ghost a little bit there, but we will find him. Again, what an eventful series it has been. We thought it could be a clean sweep for Black Panthers, but THR came around from 1-0 to BP 2-1 for THR. Again, a big congratulations to THR for getting the first ticket in open qualifiers. And if you want to get another open ticket to claim the 5,000 prize pool, then make sure to check out qualifiers by going into a chat and type in exclamation mark commands and find any command you would like to see, or simply type exclamation mark qualifiers and find when is the next available qualifier dates, prizes, times, everything. So again, thank you so much, Brody, Ghoster, Vernon, for being with me, and I hope you guys also had a lot of fun tonight, because I'm pretty sure you and me did, Ghoster,
Oh,
casting these
no.
games.
Thank you for filling in a lot of the mistakes I was making. I loved casting these games, especially just watching these teams go back and forth. It was a great time.
Well, that was the first qualifier of this week. Don't you worry, there's more coming. There's 3 more open qualifiers where you can take part in, and after these 4 tickets are given from the open qualifiers, we have 4 invited teams. These 8 teams are going to go toe-to-toe for 3 tickets to the LAN final events, where 1 wildcard team from that country is going to join them for the LAN event. So from myself, Georgia Troubling Paras, and Brody, Vernon, Ghost we wish you a lovely night, and don't forget to get tuned in here tomorrow, same time, for the next ticket who we're going to give out to the next team who's going to amaze us with their skills. Could be BP tomorrow, you never know, they might take part again, so stay tuned to find out. Have a lovely night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.
Goodbye.